Collective. Hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Collective. Listen, I was just trying to hold my energy in this neutral arena. You know what I mean? Because it's just well, so you got the judge and the threshold, the heart and the one. And I just kind of feel like this. Well, I feel like a speakeasy is what that comes through as. But you go to the speakeasy and you have to have the password to get into the door or whatever. That's what that feels like, because the judge isn't coming through to me right now as somebody who's judgmental. I mean, because the judge can be the idea of you can't be a good judge and a bad judge part of the time. You either are a good judge or you're not. You know what I mean? You're not in, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, then you're not. You know what I mean? If you're, when you feel like it, then you're not at all. And I just kind of feel like there's this idea of crossing having the password to cross the threshold. And the judge is just somebody who is, again, I don't feel like it's this judgment of you. I just feel like this judgment of information that's available. However that plays out for you as an individual. But I feel like on the other side of the door, there is a lot of love. There's a lot of passion. I mean, the one in the heart, I love this card because it's the canoe that's in a nest. And so it's just kind of the idea of home is where the heart is, especially for my transients out there, my best friend is home and I'm so happy. And, she's got her Sprinter van and, I'm we're going to be taking trips and going on adventures, and we've just been planning all these little things that we're going to do. And so I'm really, really excited. But, we it's that idea of you can be wherever you want to be as long as you're with the people you love. That's all that matters, right? And I just kind of feel this speakeasy into a club with the one you love. Okay. I don't know, y'all. Let's see what we get in terms of clarifiers, yeah? I hope everyone is having a lovely day today. It is beautiful here today. Okay. The King of Wands. The Three of Cups. I mean, yay. It's so happy. The Chariot. Well, there's major movements. I mean, the Chariot is just kind of that. They're just moving, you know what I mean? And I kind of feel you're just moving. You're moving in a direction. You're taking action towards something that, comes with a great deal of celebration. I don't know, if you're going with a group of people or something, and it's you're stoked, right? There's just this sense of setting out on this new path and doing what it is that you love doing. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously, these are general reads. They can always resonate in a number of ways, right? Practice discernment with tarot, always. But, I mean, it's coming through as a relationship with the one in the heart. But, also, it could very easily be, doing what you love. I mean, some people could be, you have a job opportunity. And it's okay, well, if I have this job opportunity, then I'm going to move to this job opportunity. And the blessings open up. However it plays out for you. You know what I mean? It's the energy of the read. So you have the Fairy Stallion and the Ace of Cups. The Five of Cups that fell on the floor. The Magician and the King of Cups. Okay, hold on. So the Five of Cups is just this idea of confusion, but I don't know, because nothing about this feels very confused. And so maybe it's just an energy that you're moving out of, but I don't know. Well, I mean, because any of us who have ever made decisions where we've just been well, this is what I'm going to do now. There's always the repercussions of it, or the fear of repercussions of what people think or what people are going to say. You know what I mean? But I kind of just get the feeling that it's well, to go back to the speakeasy, image, just this idea of like it's fine because like not everybody's going to be in here to be on some shit about it. You know what I mean? Like there feels like there's this level of like you have to have the password to get in. But it's like when you have and you have the fairy stallion and the chariot. The fairy stallion is the chariot in traditional tarot, but I mean I do think that there just like there's some movement that's occurring, and you know the ace of cups, I love the ace of cups in this deck because it's about otters, and you know like cups is relationships, and it's just kind of like that idea of like the closeness, and otters like hold hands when they're sleeping so that they don't lose each other, which is like the sweetest thing in the whole entire world, and I love it, so I love that card. But you know, I think moving into a relationship, you know, and if you're not moving into a relationship with a person, then you're moving into a like a role in your life that you're just really passionate about, and that I feel like taps into that. Like I love my life. I feel like I can touch anything and create it into whatever it is that I want it to be. You know what I mean? I feel like there's this very empowered energy. Ooh, y'all, my hair's it's fine. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted by that. But I do. I think that, you know, there's, and, you know, and the many variations of magic that exist, I just think that the most powerful magics come from two emotions, fear and love, you know, and I just feel like whatever magic you're operating in right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of fear. You know, I'm just seeing a whole lot of love, a whole lot of, you know, celebration, a whole lot of new beginnings, a whole lot of action. You know, like it's a fantastic energy. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the World, and the Six of Pentacles. Well, the Six of Pentacles in this deck is usually kind of that idea of like steal from Peter to give to Paul. And I just kind of feel like, well, maybe there is this sense of, well, I don't know because I don't know like what this entry, like this password is for this entry, but it does feel a little bit like it has something to do with like not being associated with this energy. I feel like that, like, whatever that, like, if you don't exist in abundance in all areas of your life, then you're stealing from some areas of your life to give to others. And I just kind of feel like whatever this password is like and like it's backed with that type of energy, you know, like a knowing of like the need to exist in abundance in all areas, right? And it's just kind of like, well, of course, duh. Right? Okay, collective, I love y'all so much. The tear, well, the tear is sadness, but it's cleansing, you know, because I just, well, I don't know. So the dead end, the tear and agape came out, and I just kind of feel like this idea of well, it just feels like a really cleansing cry, you know, like when you cry. Oh, I don't know. I cried today because my best friend came home. She's finally in the time, like the same, like the time of the world, and it's everything to me. And I'm just so happy. But it feels like that, like crying away and releasing the blockages, you know, like whatever those blockages are for us as individuals, you know, just like feeling like we've been stuck, feeling like we haven't been getting what we need, feeling like we are, you know, just, I don't know, like stuck somehow, you know? Well, and for most of the people who follow me, I think we all tend to have kind of a like no cap mentality about life, you know? So like you don't like the idea of being stuck in like one area of life. Like you want to be able to just like keep going and keep moving, and you know, like sometimes like we can become creatures of comfort, and that can be in a number of ways, but I just kind of get this feeling that whatever like creature of comfort we were energy we were existing in before, there's almost this sense of like you have to leave that at the door. I don't know, something has to be left at the door and you need to know the password to get in. Maybe some of y'all are going to a speakeasy, which is fun. Love that for you. But agape is just this idea of self, but also alignment, you know, and I just kind of feel like when we start removing the blockages, you know, whether those are mental, emotional, spiritual blockages, like however that resonates for us, we really do just like clear the path. And when you have a clean path that you're moving through, alignment just occurs, you know, and I love that. I think it's such a beautiful God wink, you know, or like the universe just saying, like, I've always got you. Like, there's nothing that you can do where I won't have you. And as long as you are in my path, in my line of light, you're going to be okay, you know. And it's just like what a blessed feeling to have, and what a blessed energy to exist in. And I love this energy for us collective. If this did resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and sharing your energy with me, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.